Welcome back. Well, we thought we would do another craft which you could either use to brighten up your yard, or if your dad is maybe a big fan of birds and the outdoors, maybe it's a good Father's Day gift, or Juneteenth. I don't know. We got a lot going on. It's Pride Month. Gifts for everyone.
It's a big, busy month.
We're going to be doing a lot of crafts this month, so
yes,
there's always something for everyone. But what we're going to do today is birdhouses.
Yes.
Now, if you're like me and you don't have a lot of time in your life, but you still want to take a moment to do a little bit of craft, you could do what I did, which was yesterday around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, we should do a craft tomorrow on the show. I don't have time to go get it. And I just happened to have, I think you pay like $60 a year and then Walmart will deliver whatever you want, whenever you want for free.
Yes,
and so
please.
I was like, send us all the Birdhouse stuff. So this is all delivered from Walmart.
Awesome.
Yeah, not sponsored. Also, as it turns out, these birdhouses were the kind that kind of sit on a table instead of hang. That doesn't make sense to me.
So you bought the little prongs.
I did. I bought
hang.
eye hooks. So they're eye hooks or screw eyes, whatever you want to call them. And I just kind of put it in the top, and you have to very gently screw it in until you get it all the way in there. And you can use this for pretty much any project that involves wood. You can stick an eye hook into, as long as it's not too thin. If it's too thin, obviously it'll crack. In this case, we have a nice hefty thing and it will hang. And then we also got some jute cord, because we're going to hang our birdhouses from actual trees most likely, or from a balcony if you have an apartment.
Yes.
That works too. So we've got our jute cord. Now, this part is the fun part, which is basically we're going to spend the next few minutes just painting them however we feel.
Okay.
They need to be painted. We have a variety of colors. We have a lot of fun stuff. I think I'm going to go a little bit more like vintage rustic-y kind of colors.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit.
I like this green.
I know. This
And
is
make it your own, guys.
Yeah.
Always find the color that makes it your own.
Something a little different. I do just love this, but I feel like it's a little bright for me.
I like that baby blue.
Tame it a bit with some white.
I'm going to start with like a green roof.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So yours will probably blend into nature a little bit.
Yes. I was going for the
gorgeous.
motif of the leaves.
Oh.
So,
Nice.
yeah, I really like this. This paintbrush does wonder.
It does. And there's a lot of different paintbrushes. So this kind of thing is really good, especially if you're using liquids. Like if you were to dip that in water, it would hold the water well, so you could get like a watercolor effect.
Okay.
It's also good sometimes for staining. They're cheap, but they work out really well. Whereas if you have this is kind of a tougher bristle brush, you can certainly use it to hold paint. So if you're trying to do a really thick coat of something, that's what this brush is good for. Though, be aware, because it's kind of a thicker bristle brush, it is likely going to leave bristles in your project. That's
And
just
light
how it rolls.
strokes makes the job well done. It's very,
Aw.
yeah, we've been learning a lot about art and therapeutic
Yeah.
values that it brings, and, you know, the surrealist paintings.
Yeah.
So I really took note when our friend John was here.
Yeah. And I think the point too is you don't have to be good at art.
Right.
The point is just to do it. And maybe art isn't for everyone. Maybe music is the way that you find your therapy or find your healing. That's a good thing to do too. But the point kind of that we try to make is you really should have an outlet
Yes.
of some sort, whatever that is, and a constructive outlet, because there's a lot of non-constructive outlets. For instance, when I get stressed, I like to go shopping. Well, that's not always a great idea.
Right.
Ask my husband. It's not always a great idea. And I want to redecorate everything. But doing something like this, it's such a cheap project. I think these birdhouses were like $4 or $5. Each of these paints was 50 cents. And then the set of paintbrushes was about $5. It's a really cheap project to do, but it's something that every time you look at it, you're going to feel a little sense of triumph and accomplishment, right? Because you did it.
Were you going to use
We
this
love
one?
that. Nope.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm going to make all different sides, different colors.
Oh, interesting.
For the Pride Month, for our fellow viewers.
And of course, this type of birdhouse is the type that you would put seed in. This is not the type that you would put, for instance, hummingbird liquid in.
Okay.
I did recently, from a friend of mine, get a recipe for hummingbird juice.
Have you ever done the hummingbird little thing where you like hold the, it's like a encapsulation of hummingbird seeds or food, and you hold it right there, and
Oh.
the hummingbird comes to you,
No.
and like almost like nectar pollinates his
I
like
have
little
never
dinner
tried
thing.
that. That sounds wonderful.
Yes, it's definitely a bird watching hobby.
Yeah, I think that well, you'd have to have a lot of time to just be still.
Yes.
So probably not a great activity for kids. At least not for my kids, because sitting still and not talking is very hard for us. We are talkers. One other thing I will mention, and I'm actually probably going to leave mine a little bit more natural because I want to stain it, is if you are going to do this and you do want that natural look, you do need to seal it or stain it. So there are different ways you can do that. You can buy a gel stain is probably the easier type, or the liquid stain, or you can spray it. They have spray, like clear spray sealers.
Like Thompson seal?
Kind of like that, but they have it in the craft department. They have sealers that are waterproof sealers. So you can just spray it. So if I was going to do that, I would just wait till this dries, spray the whole thing, or stain it if you want to have a really nice kind of color to your wood. And then that's it.
This is coming out very well.
Isn't that, and doesn't it make you feel better? You're
Yes.
like, it's Tuesday, I feel serene, I've got these
Right.
beautiful colors, we had some bread, like it's a great Tuesday.
It's a great Tuesday.
We're loving
But
this.
stick with us, guys. We're going to have your daily dose of motivation.